land is old, an ancient cradle of stories. The shapes the earth has taken tell the stories of its making. Stories that began more than 40,000 years before the Romans conquered Europe, and up to 15,000 years before the earliest known drawings in either Europe or Africa. This is the land of the oldest culture we know, and every step has been tracked by an art tradition that blends the past with the ever-present. Across these shores long ago came the ancestral being they call Yingana, the mother rainbow snake, the creator of all living things. The grass, the kangaroo, the barramundi, the gecko, she carried the shapes of many creatures inside her. Over the land she traveled, the curling of her body carving out the rivers that writhe across Western Arnhem Land today. Here and there she set free the creatures on the land, some half human, others half animal, and where they settled, the place was made secret and sacred. Yingana, the mother, is only one of the great ancestral beings whose journeys through Western Arnhem Land created the many secret and sacred sites where the ceremonies take place today. She was followed by others, among them Namakon, the thunder and lightning man who sits on the storm clouds Yingana created and sends down bolts of lightning with his stone axes to punish breakers of traditional laws. Close to where Namakon spends the dry season, waiting for the storms of the wet, stands Nimbawa, a sacred rocky outlier that towers above the trees, solitary, as though a piece of the great escarpment had simply stepped forward. Here, before the rock existed, a young man named Nimbawa walked with his mother, looking for a place to settle, a place where they could lay down a dreaming track by becoming sacred rocks. Nimbawa had a wife called Waramandad. When he was carrying her home one day, a powerful hunter called Diribid saw them and was jealous. He threw a stone axe which split Nimbawa's head from his shoulders. The force threw Nimbawa's wife to one side, and both were transformed immediately into rock. If you look at the place we call Nimbawa today, you can see the young man's body with his head on top. Nearby are two smaller rocks, one his wife, the other his heartbroken mother. In European terms, the story would be said to have happened long ago. But for the Aboriginal people of Western Arnhem Land, the ancestors are still living there. They are part of the law that the people live by today, and their stories are kept alive in the rock paintings at each dreaming site. Every painting reaffirms the story and what it means, whether the medium be the traditional ochres and rock faces, or the more recent forms of bark or paper. All are echoes of the original and present voice. Stories written in the landscape.
Neil and Philip, this is for you two to go into Malwan, and it has to be authorised by the traditional owner. It allows you to go in for a week, and if you get pulled up, you just show this permit to the traditional owner to show that, or to any other Aboriginal person, or if the police pull you up, you show that you've got this permit to allow you to travel through Aboriginal country.
Right. Who is the traditional owner at Malwan now?
Clancy's the traditional owner there, who lives in town because of his health.
Yeah.
Right.
Still driving this tractor around everywhere.
Jill.
Yeah. We just got a permit for Melbourne.
Malwan.
Melbourne, yeah. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, all right.
We want it for 1 week.
Ah,
We
yeah,
wanna do all them
Tommy out
stories.
there.
All them York stories and everything from out there,
Yeah,
you know?
Tommy there.
Yeah, Tommy, yeah.
I'll be around here. I'll just go back to my place and I'll be back.
Okay,
All right?
good. Come on. While we're here, probably one of the most important collections of drawings ever produced in Western Arnhem Land. Really the whole history of one man and his people here, right from the early Macassar ship arrival in Australia, right through to a lot of material in this book is ceremonies that are now quite defunct in Western Arnhem Land, and it's quite a strange feeling looking at a lot of these works. What we're doing now is having them displayed to a lot of the old people so they can look at the drawings and have the stories revisited once again and explained to us in detail. And we're having the translation done also into Gunwingu language in preparation for the book. So I'll close this lid now on this valuable box of drawings and wait till we can view them this afternoon after the council meeting. What's happening at this point of time, Thompson Ulujiri is about to explain the story about Ulbar ceremony, but Miriam has to leave the room now. It's very important because this story is a men's story, men's business story, and she can't listen to it or be seen to be viewing the particular paintings. But Thompson, if this is published in a book, she can still look at the pictures but not listen to the story.
No, not stories. She can listen. She can
see the picture.
She can see. Yeah.
That's important
But
to know.
she don't know.
She doesn't know the story.
No,
okay.
no.
Because that's that Mopo man, you know. And okay, well that's it. Miriam can look at the images, and all Aboriginal people, you know, on Pally and West Arnhem, they can look at all the drawings, but they're not allowed to know the story or listen to the story. It is so important. That's why Miriam has just left the room. We've got Trevor Naimira and Luke Naimira. Both these gentlemen were present when most of these drawings were done by old Bobby in Melbourne. But they have a good knowledge of all this. So Luke Naimira is going to tell the story about this one now, as much as he knows, and Thompson Ulujiri, all together really talking about it. What was that about in English, sort of thing? Just briefly, just roughly, what do you say?
Well, it
No, not burn.
not burn muscles.
Yeah. If you grab
It's sort of
two,
yeah,
you
muscles.
grab two.
Yeah,
If you're hungry, eat raw.
yeah.
Hit only one time.
I want
To
to.
break it.
If you break him, that's good. You can eat.
Right. Bit of the
If
dough.
you can't break him, you can't eat one more. No more. No.
can't eat
That number
two
he will
times.
come out. He will talk to you or might be kill you.
If you can't break it.
No, not 2 times.
Not 2 times, only once.
Only one time.
One.
You've got to be lucky, you've got to hit it right first time.
If you,
One time I
if
will.
you can't break him one, well, just leave it. Just leave it.
This is Inuluk, just across the Billabong from Moanpally. This is the site where old Badgeray did his first paintings. His father instructed in the art of rock painting. He was about 11 years old when he did these paintings. There are 3 plains kangaroos, or known as Colababa kangaroo. We're about to have a look at these paintings. They're rather stunning.